What's new, crew? Welcome back for another Vlogmas video. Today I'm walking you guys through my whole meal plan for the month of December. I grocery shop once a month, well technically twice a month, but my big huge haul is at the beginning of the month and I go back toward the middle to the end of the month to round out things that I need. Usually that looks like bread, milk, and usually some fresh stuff if I need, like if we run out of fresh apples or oranges or something like that for the kids. That's typically how I do things month to month. I'm gonna walk you guys through my my meal list for December minus things that we will need for Christmas. When I go back toward the end of the month, that's more when I'll hone in on specifics that I need for Christmas. I don't know if I'm hosting Christmas dinner this year for our family or not. That's still kind of up in the air, so I'm not including any of that in my meal plan this month, at least at this point. But I'm gonna walk you guys through my meal list, everything that I have written out. I do have some special ideas coming in for Christmas and I'm really excited to share those with you guys. I will link my meal plan playlist down below if you're interested in my grocery playlist, my huge once a month grocery hauls. I'll link that down below, but other than that, let's hop into the meals. So I have my meal list written out in front of me. We use one of these really big calendars from Walmart that I just write down our dinners on specifically, and then weekend lunches I like to plan out, because otherwise I find that it's Saturday, we're looking for lunch, and then we end up eating like a dinner that I had planned. You know how that goes. But I'm gonna walk you through what I have planned for my meals here just really quick. I'm just gonna kind of shoot them out. So for the first day, we're gonna do chicken sandwiches. When I go grocery shopping, I always go to Aldi first. I'll get one of those big Aldi pizzas, and usually we eat that for lunch. It's going to just be me, Lakin, and Colt. My husband's gonna be working. My oldest daughter's gonna be at school that day. So we'll eat that big pizza for lunch, and then I'm gonna grab some of those like pre-made frozen chicken breasts, and I'm gonna throw those in the oven. We're gonna eat chicken sandwiches that night, just something super easy, because if you shop at Aldi, you know that that can be a long process. The next day we're gonna do tacos, some sort of bow tie pasta that Thursday, whether that we just do like garlic butter pasta or whatever, but we're gonna have bow tie pasta that night. Friday we're gonna do brats. If we do eat out, it's typically on a Friday. We live in Wisconsin and Friday fish fries are a really big thing here. We either will do fish fries on Fridays, or we have this like little mom and pop shop right down the road from our house, and they do really great Italian, like it's an Italian restaurant, and their Alfredo is so good. So typically what I plan on Fridays is something that I could easily like not cook and store and it'd be fine. So we're gonna do brats. Every other Saturday for dinner, we're gonna do homemade pizzas. So that's what we're gonna do the first Saturday. We're gonna do barbecue chicken, sloppy joes, chimichangas. When I make chimichangas, I cook the filler for the chimichangas in my crock pot, and then I'll just stuff them in the tortillas, put them in the oven with like some butter on top, and bake them, like bake the tortilla up that way. We're gonna do Alfredo the next night. Then we're at Friday, we're gonna do calzones. Those are really good. If you have any questions on these recipes, I do make a lot of them in my What's for Dinners, and I'll link that playlist down below. Every other Saturday, we're going to do hot sandwiches, whether that be like a hot ham and cheese, a grilled cheese, or something like that. I'm gonna get some cans of like tomato soup so people can dunk if they want. It's gonna be a very loose interpretation of a hot sandwich, so anyone can fill it with what they want. They can dip it in pasta sauce or like marinara sauce and do like pepperoni and cheese in their sandwich. My kids particularly really like those. We're gonna do Philly cheesesteaks, orange chicken and rice. I get like the frozen orange chicken from Aldi. It's just a really nice convenience meal. I have quite more than I would normally have in the month of December, because December's a long month and December is a busy month. My son's first birthday is also the 1st of January, so right after Christmas I'm moving into birthday stuff, so it's just a little bit busy. I'm sure you guys all get that. But then we're gonna do enchiladas. Same thing, I do the exact same base for my enchiladas that I do my chimichangas or taquitos or whatever. I cook that in the crock pot. I'm gonna throw them in my tortillas, dump my enchilada sauce on top, throw them in the oven with some cheese. Enchiladas are gonna be done. We're gonna do regular spaghetti. My husband wants to do pasties, so we're gonna do pasties twice this month. If you don't know what pasties are, they're pretty typical where I live and in the UP. It's basically just like a calzone, but there's no sauce, or like a stromboli, there's no sauce. It's basically like a puff pastry that you fill with meat, potatoes, onions, peppers, things like that, and then you bake it into like this little hot pocket kind of a thing. So we're gonna do pasties. We're gonna do meatloaf. I have been planning to do meatloaf for like the past 3 months, and it's just something that I haven't done yet, so we're definitely doing meatloaf. Spanish rice is a hit, and it usually will feed us for like 2 or 3 meals. Strombolis. We're gonna do a hamburger helper because it's right before Christmas. We're gonna do a hamburger helper Christmas Eve because it's one pot, it's one meal, easy cleanup. So that's why we're gonna do a hamburger helper that day. On Christmas, I planned for quesadillas, and I just want to have a meal down in case we don't do it. It's an easy thing. I can just push back. It'll be fine. We're going to do tater tot casserole that Sunday. Once again, if I'm cooking Christmas dinner, then we'll do leftovers. If not, I'll make the casserole. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear, but I want to have these meals down. For chicken wraps, we just take a piece of like regular frozen chicken breast. I'll either grill it, bake it in the oven, or sometimes we fry it. Like in our air fryer, we'll batter it, put it in the air fryer, wrap it in a tortilla with like lettuce, cheese, pickles, tomatoes, kind of whatever. But everyone really likes those. Our kids usually will just put like chicken and cheese in theirs, and then they dunk them in like barbecue sauce. Our kids really like those. We're gonna do pasties again because pasties are so easy, because I'll just make a huge thing of the filling at once. I'll freeze the filling and then pull it back out to thaw the day I make the pasties, put them in the dough and throw them in the oven. It's super easy to do that way. We're gonna do nachos because everybody loves nachos. So nachos are also really easy at the end of the month, because when I do my mid-month shopping, probably right before Christmas, I'll go in, get a bag of tortilla chips, and if we need tomatoes, whatever toppings anybody wants, I'll go ahead and grab those and we'll do nachos. It's just like a really fun dinner that we like to do every so often, because our kids think it's really cool that they get to eat chips for dinner. Then on the 31st, we're gonna do kielbasa and a hash brown casserole. I do that in the crock pot. It's just a bag of hash browns, 1 or 2 kielbasa, depending on how much meat you want. I usually do 2 because our family likes to have a lot of meat in our dishes. It's like milk, cream of chicken soup, a ton of cheese, and then I usually put broccoli in there as well, and then it turns into like a cheesy potato like soup almost. It's not a soup, it's definitely thicker than that, but it's really good. My husband likes to put a ton of like Cajun seasoning on top and make it spicy, but all of our kids really like that, so that's what we're gonna do to finish out the month. So that's what we're doing for all 31 days for a meal plan through December. This is really loose, and I do want to say that I don't always follow this meal plan exactly, but just having all 31 meals, knowing I have all the ingredients for them, it makes it simple. It's really easy because I can just hang this back up on the wall, and if it's like Saturday or Sunday or something and my husband's like, what do we have left to eat, go up to the calendar, go look, tell me what you want. It's easy. It's just kind of having a meal list written out. Whether we follow it exactly or not, it's pretty loose, but it just helps and takes the stress off a lot, because even if I come up to the board and it's like the 12th and I'm like, I don't really want enchiladas, but whatever, pasties sound good, then I'll just make pasties instead and switch it out. It's kind of a give and take, so it works really well for us to do this way. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any Vlogmas videos. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video.
Won't you coming out of the snow and cold? We've got it nice and